Roy, where does this leave Fulham now in the relegation battle?
Pretty low at the moment, I must say. That the only thing in our favour, I suppose, was that we're still 6 points behind. We're a game less to play, but it was a bitter blow, and it's difficult for me to say too much at this moment in time. I'm still grieving, I suppose, that we didn't get the result we all hoped and dreamt that we would. And in the first half, until a minute before half time, I had every hope that our performance was going to give us the result, but we conceded that goal just before half time, and then conceded a very bad second goal, I'm sorry to say, shortly into the second half, and it was certainly going to be all uphill from then on in, and it was.
In the first half, some of the midfield football was attractive without real penetration at the end of it.
I thought we got into good crossing positions. I thought maybe a criticism could be that the quality of our crosses wasn't as good as it should have been, or the quality of our final ball wasn't as good as it could have been. But I must say I didn't really see anything coming up to half time that really led me to believe I'd be standing here once again talking about a bitter defeat in a game that really we had to win.
You've still got Reading to play, you've still got Birmingham to play. Lifelines?
Well, this was a big lifeline today and we haven't taken it, so I can understand when I say yes to your question and thank you for being positive about it. I can understand people being very cynical about that, but I suppose the only lifeline or the only consolation is that football's not played on paper. On paper it looks very, very bad for us, but there are 5 matches, there are 450 minutes plus a bit of extra time to play. And certainly we're going to need to win a lot of those games if we're going to survive. But the opportunity will be there, and that's the only thing I can say at the moment which would even come close to putting a smile on my face, or anything other than tears rolling down my cheeks, I guess, rather than smiles.
Did Healy do enough to warrant a starting place?
It was a wonder goal, wasn't it? And he did do very, very well, and I think he's been playing well in training. He's really accepted not being in the team very, very well. I've been very impressed by his professionalism, and certainly we haven't had that many goals scored. We haven't had that many players pushing themselves in front of me saying, use me, I'm your goal scorer. So I suppose the simple answer to your question is yes, his shares have risen enormously today with that wonder goal, and the fact that he also almost scored a second with a header late on in the game.
Are there enough goals in the side there to stay up, Roy?
Well, I've got to believe there are. I mean, but once again, I understand the more sceptical people are going to be saying, he's saying that, but we see no evidence of it. But I'm entitled to believe, and I will continue to believe, and I will continue to be optimistic, and I'll continue to get behind the players. And I can only hope that the good support we had from the fans today, they went home very disappointed, of course, but during the game they gave us as much support as they could, that continues for the last 2 home games, and they also come to support us in the away games.